connection is almost everything. The person you need to get to, maybe next person close to you. How do you know the right people?
There are some people you meet and they give you bad vibes, and you find out that it's a no, and it will be a waste of your time to associate with the wrong people.
Hi guys, this is the maiden edition of Pay It Forward. Pay It Forward is an impact series where I sit with leaders from different walks of life in business and in every sphere for them to share their ideas, what has worked for them in the past, the mistakes that they have made. So on today's edition, the maiden edition, we are sitting with Dr. Nkem Okoroafor. Dr. Nkem Okoroafor, is an honor to meet you, sir.
Thank you very much.
It's actually doctor, it's not sir. It's Dr. Nkem Okoroafor. He's the group managing director of Truvision Group. And when you hear Truvision Group, it's not just Truvision. He is a serial entrepreneur. He's an optometrist that has been there in leadership position across different, not just in optometry, but across many industries. So Dr. Nkem, you're an astute businessman, a leader in the industry. It's an honor to meet you, sir. Thank you for agreeing to.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure.
And you're here to pay it forward.
Yeah, we're paying forward to humanity.
So our first question for today, and looking back, so what is one mindset shift that completely changed how you approach success?
Okay, thank you very much. Just a realization that success is a journey and not a destination. Okay. Definitely the destination is the goal, and if you want to achieve success, you should not focus on the destination. Just not focus on how successful you have been or you are, but just relax and step by step move forward and build, achieve growth. And before you realize it, you would have achieved success. If you focus on, that destination, you will miss a lot of things. You will not know that there are different stops and different positions before you can get to the destination. So once you look at success as, a journey, you will be able to, achieve success, because success can be defined in different ways. If you plan to build a hut and you succeed in building the hut, that's success. But the bigger picture may be that you want to end up building something bigger than a hut. And so you have to, but you cannot move to that position of having a bigger picture when you have not achieved the smaller picture. So if you just continue to do them step by step, and you achieve success.
Okay, this is a very interesting perspective, because what it means that when you achieve the first success, so long as you know that you have to continue, it gives you room to also continue. Not just say, I've achieved this, let me just stay here, but you just know that it's a continuous journey, and it allows you to grow more. Even when you have achieved, you still have room to more successes, not just ending where you have succeeded.
Yeah, they're just like building blocks. One block at a time.
So that is the key word, building blocks, one block at a time. So can you share a moment when you see failure, you failed at something, but you redirected it to something greater in your career or in your business?
Yes, there are several examples of situations where you might think you are in the right direction, and you end up having some setback and failure. I can remember, a project that I invested both time and resources in, and at the end of the day, it didn't work the way I wanted it to work. But basically, when you have that kind of problem, you should have a never give up attitude.
Okay.
You should relax and go back and look at reasons why you failed.
Okay.
You can take some time, reflect on the processes that you had, maybe even relate with other people, probably people who are more experienced in that aspect. And then when you come back, you will come back stronger. You can still rebuild the same process, the same business. If it's a business, you rebuild the same business, but in a different way, in a more focused way, and you find out that you turn that failure, turn it around and into success. Yes.
Wow. That is rebuilding resilience.
Yes.
Growing through what you've gone through and learning from it. I know now you're an elder in optometry. After all the years of experience, mentorship, in leadership positions in the optometry. But what would you say is the key lesson, from your field that you believe will benefit maybe every business owner, everybody that is trying to still build? What is the key? What are the key lessons, key points really that you can share with us?
Okay, thank you very much. I didn't know I was that old. For lessons or lesson, I think it will apply to every profession, every person, every profession. If you are in any profession or you are doing any business, the key thing is adaptability.
Okay.
So we are in a very fast changing world, and if you're unable to adapt, then you can miss out or you can be left behind. I have this story. There's a lady, an auntie of mine actually, who was a typist some years back. She was a secretary typist in a law firm, and suddenly computers came to be. And when those computers came in, during the computer era, most people started training. Everybody was really, there was a scamper to get training and become computer literate. And probably this lady was unable to do that. And with time, the law firm laid her off just because she could not adapt. So the few people who could adapt and quickly learn how to use the computer continued in their jobs, and gradually all those secretary typists were phased out. So that is the changing world. You really need to adapt. So this is the reason why, as a professional, in order to adapt, you have to realize that we're in a computer age. There is social media, there is internet, So all you need to do is to make sure that you are never left out. You have to retrain yourself in your profession. You have to make sure that you are abreast with current trends. When I graduated, there probably was not this kind of machine that could easily record automatically the prescription of a patient. But all these devices exist now. And what do? You have to train and be able to use them. And probably before you know it, a new one comes up that does better. And with the AI and computer age, so this AI is incorporated in most of the new equipment. So they do better analysis and faster analysis. It's very important, very, very important for you to continue to adapt and retrain. I'll give you another example. I hope I'm not taking so much time here. I'll give you another example. You remember when Obama, the ex-president of the US, during his campaign, he used the social media, and his opponent was quoted as saying that he was not doing email. He never used the email. So he was used to writing letters and posting and all that. Definitely, he was an old-fashioned man. And imagine somebody using the BlackBerry technology to organize his campaign against somebody who was manual, completely manual. So the man lost to Obama, just because Obama deployed advanced technology. And at the end of the day, even Obama acknowledged that that was what made it easy for him to win.
Okay, so I actually like this point because it reminded me of the panel discussion we had at the last NOA conference.
Yes.
We talked about the moving trends and how optometry, what will happen to optometry with the emerging trends of AI and other, tech-enabled solutions.
Yes.
Thank you for giving us this insight. I actually enjoyed the examples, and I know our viewers will also learn from them. So
thank you very much.
Keeping is be adaptable, move with the trends, don't be left behind. Train, retrain, relearn, and move fast as the technology is moving fast.
And don't be left behind.
And don't be left behind. One of the questions we also want to him to speak to us about is about connections. As a business owner, as a young person growing, how do we build insightful, impactful connections? We know connection is almost everything. The person you need to get to, maybe next person close to you knows the person. So now how do you build these impactful connections? How do you sustain them? So that you're also not parasitic to the people you're connecting with. So how do you build it? How do you maintain it? And how do you make the best use of your connection?
Okay, so this is a wide range of questions. But connection, I'll just say connection in business is very, very important.
Very vital.
If you went to school, you start building connection from school.
Okay.
If you, when we were in the university, there's a saying that you should pass through the university and let the university also pass through you.
Yeah.
So if you allow the university to pass through you without passing through the university, it means you're going to come out, not knowing even people who were in your class.
Yeah.
So I think that's the first step of connection from school, from your community, people you grew up with, because it's a long journey to make connections. So it's if you want to make the connections at the end, it's a lot more difficult than when made at the beginning. So at the beginning, there's no intention in the connection. They're just friends and all that. There are some other intentional connections where you want to connect with people because you want to either learn something from them or you want to get something from them, or you want to achieve something through them and all that. So so that's why I said the connection issue is so different. But if you are in business, you cannot deny it that connection is very important. The right connections, you need to move with the right circle of people. And if you move with the right circle of people, if you make it deliberate, even from before you start business, to associate with the right people, it will be a waste of your time to associate with the wrong people. Because the wrong people, most of the time, are not going to uplift you. Most of the time, the right people, you'll find out that there is something to learn from the right people and something to gain. And of course, it's not all learn and gain. If you are moving the right people, then they will always also have something to learn from you. Remember that if there is nothing that you're going to give to them, then they will not move with you. So it's a symbiotic relationship. So if you move with the right people, you build right connections. So it could be from school, from where you worked, from social clubs. It could be from churches and all those sort of places. So once you socialize and then you associate with the right people, you build the right connection, and then those connections will in turn help you in your business and other endeavors in life.
Okay, so I think also they say they associate with the right people. So I know some of our viewers will say, how do you know the right people? For example, I attend a church and I am there to worship every Sunday and leave. So how then do I know the people that that are like minds to me. How do I identify what is it that makes you feel that, oh, this person is we are on the same track? Is it like there's a sixth sense that speaks to you? So I want you to narrow it down to yourself. What works for you?
So they say like minds attract.
Yes.
Okay, so it's very difficult to pinpoint why you will be attracted to a certain person. It may be you can see somebody and you believe that the person is upwardly mobile,
okay,
and always thinking positively. And if that is what you want, you find out that you start associating with the person. There are some people you meet and they give you bad vibes, and you find out that it says no, and you'll be put off. So once you meet those people, you don't want to meet them again, and that's how it is. So it's something within you that tells you that, okay, because I want to do this, this is, it could be how the person looks, how the person appears, how the person comports himself or themselves, and what the people are doing and all that. So based on those markers that you have placed for yourself, so you begin to identify those people. Remember that because we're talking of connection, it's not, no single individual will have all these qualities. So what you do is that you pick from one person, maybe the major. If someone has a main thing you're looking for, you pick that from there, and of course you move on and get from other people. By the time you know it, you continue to build a sphere of influence, and it keeps building and building and enlarging and gets to a point where you will now find yourself comfortable. Of course, if you want to have, it's not possible. You have to have your aim so high. You have to aim high. You know, uh, I would just say, for instance, if what you want to do in life is to associate with the elite, you have to try and build yourself, towards that.
Okay, so if you don't have for example, you want to connect with who is who in the society. So I always say, if you don't have the funds now, you can have the idea. I mean, you have values to offer in return, so that when you're trying to connect, the person will not see that you want to take from them.
Exactly.
You have value.
Exactly.
So where in place of funds, have ideas, have values. So that you want to offer to the person you're trying to, or to the people you're trying to connect with, so that you have something you're giving back.
Once you have values and ideas, you will attract the right people. So you don't even need to go to them; they will come to you. So that's why I said it's a two-way thing.
Yeah.
So while that person is attracted to you for one thing, maybe if you have to remain with that person, then there's also something you're getting from that person. So that's how it is. So yeah, it works in different kinds of relationships. Yes.
Okay, and we are wrapping it up with fun questions. So, Doctor, we are going to ask a couple of questions, just quick ones. So, tea or coffee?
Tea.
Books or podcast?
Podcast.
Podcast. Okay, interesting. So, BlackBerry or Nokia?
BlackBerry.
iPhone or Samsung?
Samsung.
Your best gadget?
My phone.
Hidden talent?
Hidden talent? Socializing.
Okay, interesting. And then the last one, what is just one short sentence that you advice you will give the youth?
I just advise them to be focused in everything they do.
Okay, be focused. And then one advice for business owners?
I would say they should also be focused. Just build, if it's a business they are building, build it block by block, and and you will achieve success.
Thank you. Thank you for such an amazing session. We've laughed, we've shared ideas, and I've learned so much, and I know people out there, they've also learned a lot. We are very grateful. Thank you, Dr. Nkem, for having us.
It's my pleasure.